All right. Hello, hello. We are back with art again. There's Cloud. Hi, Cloud. Anyways. Yeah. So let's just get right into this. If this will show up on screen. Maybe. All right. Well, let me do a quick brief on what we're doing today. Basically, I posted the video to YouTube, the newest Rain World video to YouTube, a few days ago, and maybe 7 people have watched it, besides myself. And that sucks, I think, considering how much time I put into it. So today, we're going to be starting off the stream by making a better thumbnail. And by a better thumbnail, I just mean spicing up this one so that I can put it back in and kick YouTube into thinking mode where it starts going, oh, wait, we're supposed to recommend YouTube videos. People are supposed to see these. And then from there, we continue on. Do you have anything to say about that, buddy? No, he has nothing to say about that. All right. Let me make sure that the music isn't too loud. And we will start shortly. There we are. Perfect. Cloud, you want out? Okay, I'm gonna let my cat out. All right. So, I think one of the things that I could definitely finish up here, I gotta make more leading lines. I gotta make things make things more eye-catchy, you know? I gotta have that stimulation for your eyeballs that every YouTuber puts in. Which is why I am Hold on. I just gotta... Well, that... Is it gonna... Okay, wrong wire. Other wire. Secondary wire. Alright, hold on. Hold tight. Alright. So we got it. We're here. And this is gonna be my big new thing. Shit. Here we are. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. I'm just gonna make sure to have a circle around everybody's head. We could actually circle the entire image, really. I think that'll bring a lot of attention to the YouTube video. I think people will see this and have a clear idea in their mind of what they're getting into. I think YouTube's really going to like this. Other upgrades to the thumbnail might include big arrows, also red. So we can do that as well. We can also make like little arrows. Yeah, little arrows work too. And this, I feel, is really gonna bring out the best in this YouTube video. Okay. Let's make something serious this time around. Not like this wasn't serious before, but let's add a little bit to it, you know? I feel like there are definitely some things that I could add in to make it a little more eye-catching. Namely, the big-ass arm that Moon is attached to at all times. I kind of left that out because I was lazy, and I didn't want to draw a big-ass arm, if you could imagine. So there's the title block. So we're going to need to keep this space generally empty, which is fine. And what we will do, okay, do that. I will make a new line art layer just called Moon Arm. Come on. Yeah. All right. Now, if I can quickly snag some sort of reference image, looks to the moon. There's only really one good reference image of moon from like the side. And it's like a really good cosplay, but that's secondary. Yeah, so it looks like it's pretty much just arm, articulates at a joint, bunch of wires. So let's do that. Let's do that. Here, actually, I was gonna do without the reference image. I'll take the reference image anyways. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Oh, man. And here we are. Here. There we are. There it is. Big old arm. That shit is supposed to be somewhere back in the background here. So, let's do that. Alright. So, let's take it easy. First, oh man, this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to do this, because figuring out the angle at which this arm is supposed to show up is tricky. I might have to chop out this background bunch of stuff here. That's fine. Okay. Because I think maybe some like this. And because that's just kind of, this is just going off to the side, which I guess makes sense. If we're getting a side view of the platform, then the arm would come from the side, I guess. I don't know, maybe the arm can articulate in 3 dimensions. Probably can, considering how advanced the iterators are supposed to be. So let's just assume that the arm can go off to the side without problem. That would be good. Now, let's see real quick. This in particular, it seems like there's no ball and socket here. In fact, this kind of resembles like a, this kind of resembles an axle and something like a bearing holding it. It kind of looks like this is holding the top of a large axle, which would mean spinning, I guess. Moon can spin, but I'm not going to go too far in depth in what I think the, what do you call it? The arm on Moon looks like. We'll just try to do it as best as I can here. Gonna do like that. It's gonna go down like this, big sci-fi arm, and then we can do like that maybe. Definitely, I think one of the mistakes that I made here was making Moon look bald. She ain't got nothing on her head, and I'm pretty sure people tend to put stuff on her head to make her look less bald. So we are going to add some red wires, I think. just to hopefully, you know, make the image look a little bit nicer. Alright. I've forgotten how to do this. Every stream, every art stream, I forget how to draw and how to stream. Every single time. I'm a little more sick than I was last week. Oh, also, it started snowing today. Yesterday? It started snowing yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. It started snowing yesterday. And, it marks my death. I don't want to have to deal with winter, man. Winter is such a hassle. Especially up here. Like, I don't know what winter's like wherever other people are. I know in the U.S. there's a lot of places that have like pretty bad winters, and other places that barely have snow at all. But up here, every January, almost every January, we get some kind of massive torrential ice storm that destroys homes and light poles and like causes deaths and stuff like that, which is pretty bad. And I never enjoy it. I never yippee! Ice storm. Cold. Ooh boy, I get to shiver. I get to be cold and dying all the time. There's your you didn't even request it. True. Yo, what's up, Tommy? The last stream, I'm forgetting who it was who popped in. But somebody requested the moths. And I chose yours because it was a good image. And then I took credit for it. I told them it was mine. I didn't. I told them I drew it. Yay. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. You get to witness my descent into madness as I talk about YouTube, winter. Those are it. That's it. Two things. 1, 2. YouTube, winter. Both of which I'm angry about. All right. So we have this winter. I was just talking about winter and how I'm not a fan of Canadian winters. You'd be more angry about summer. Well, I'm fine with summer, honestly. The thing is, in Canada, summer is less destructive, at least where I am. So, sure, in the summer, you occasionally get fires somewhere out west, but for the most part, like, summertime is just kind of hot, and that's it. But during wintertime, oh boy. I mean, it's cozy. It's one of those things where since we are in the 21st century, we can make weather that would otherwise be very uncomfortable into weather that is very cozy. Like rain, being inside of a house with a blanket on you during the rain, that's lovely. Being inside the house during it's snowing and everything's happening outside and you just see it out the window, that's cozy. Being anywhere in Canada, rain world, I don't have rain noises. But the second that it gets a little too much, the second that we reach January, suddenly the snow starts trying to kill us. It's great. It piles up on like roofs, it piles up on telephone poles, it piles up on roads and cables, and then it solidifies into ice. And ice is heavy. All right. Enough ranting about that. I'll rant about YouTube later because I cannot tell you how annoyed I am at YouTube for the way that it works. But again, later. We'll approach concept and issue later. YouTube. Yeah. I think something that I've thought about a lot more recently, and I've kind of made the realization, is that the golden age of YouTube and Twitch, I'm pretty sure I missed them. I'm pretty sure, like, there was definitely an age at which people could make a living on YouTube, or start making a living on YouTube. They could work to be better at YouTube. And I'm pretty sure I missed it. With the, what do they call it? Beastification, the corporatization of these creative spaces. If I wanted to actually make money off of Twitch or YouTube, I'd have to lean heavy into, you know, shit that makes a lot of people go, hey, yay, I'll buy your product. Golden age was when PewDiePie and Markiplier started. Fair enough. Yeah. It's legitimately just a realization, and I'm thinking eventually, because we know it's happening, Twitch and YouTube are both going somewhere. I don't think that YouTube is profitable. I don't think Twitch is profitable. I'm pretty sure both of these platforms are going to go down the drain eventually. But I'm just hoping that whatever platform comes through... Okay, I need to focus a little bit more on this line. Whatever other platform comes through and starts making rounds, that's where I'm going to start doing better. At least I hope. I hope real bad. Because, yeah, no, I don't know if I'm going to be making it on YouTube anytime soon. And I'm saying all this stuff kind of just out of nowhere. When it comes down to it, it's just because if I'm not making my YouTube videos a certain way, then they fail, you know? If I don't add tags to maximize engagement, and if I don't have thumbnails that will drag people's attention to click on them, then I won't be doing too good. I will, you know, fall off. Not that I ever was on. I'm not sure what I'm falling off of, but yeah, I hope you get what I mean. I'm kind of just rambling. Anyhow, that's my rant, fueled by annoyance at YouTube for taking my several hours of work, my like 10, 20 hours of work, and reducing it to like 5 views. Let's talk about something else. I don't know what else to talk about. I don't typically pre-plan subjects when coming into these streams, but let's look at some of the nicer things. You know, it's my average view count. It depends. I moved my, okay. I don't know. I have 2 channels now, 2 main channels, I suppose. One that I put my, like, talking stuff, where it's like, yeah, play this video game, it does this and that. That's one channel. That's the 660-something subscriber one. On that one, I get anywhere from 200 to 1,000 views on my videos. On the channel that I made, where I moved stuff over to, I get 30 views. Like, maybe. So it's, you know, a little bit of a disparity. The channel is new. Yeah. It's... The thing is, YouTube recommends videos that are new. YouTube, I have been recommended so many videos from completely new channels. And it really feels like I am watching somebody like win the lottery. Which isn't a bad thing, you know? I feel I'm happy for him. There's this guy who lost his arm. I believe his YouTube channel was Champutee. Made one video, got pushed really hard. I bet a lot of his problems are solved. It's just a shame that when I put time and effort into an art piece, it gets valued, you know? And I think that's just the nature of it when trying to monetize art in any fashion. And of course I'm saying the Rain World video is art, because I did put a lot of effort into it. But at the end of the day, I am providing an art piece to YouTube, and I'm being like, I'm going up to YouTube and being like, hello, look at this. What is this worth? What is this worth to you? Provide me the monetary value of what I did, what I spent my time on. And YouTube goes, $2? Maybe $1. We don't know. We'll take a year to tell you. But yeah, no. It's a whole thing. Rain World is art itself. It is, though. It is. Hollow Knight got put into the fucking Sydney Opera House. I don't remember where it was. Hollow Knight's in an art museum somewhere. Video games are absolutely art in every way. Probably in a more involved way than movies are. But yeah. I'm going to try to stop ranting about YouTube now, so that hopefully YouTube may hear me and go, oh, okay, he's not trying to tank our stock prices. That's actually something that could probably be a topic. Well, it's a good segue. I'm pretty sure most of everything said online is heard by YouTube somehow, you know? There have been so many times, and I don't know, I bet you've probably had encounters like this, where you're just like doing something with a friend, talking on Discord, or like barely interacting with anything that would be owned by Google. And then the next time you go on YouTube, an advertisement for this specific thing. Wow, crazy. It's like when I first started talking about 3D printers with with those around me, with like my family and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, no, I've been thinking of getting some kind of cheap 3D printer for my mechanical engineering stuff. Boom, YouTube shows up, a bunch of 3D printers, a bunch of like really, like, you know, $500 3D printers. And immediately I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. You're not making it obvious at all, are you? But, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a fact of life. YouTube owns a lot of my my information. And I don't know, it's just kind of weird that we live in this space now where didn't even need an Alexa in order to be spied on. Oh yeah, I have one. You can't even see it. It's really far back there. But I have an Alexa. It's ideal. It's the perfect way to get Amazon directly into my house and home to tell them all about my fun little secrets. Hey, Alexa, turn off the lights. They got a little darker. Luckily, I have a non-Alexa controlled light. But, yeah, no. We're really living in an interesting time period where, like, in the past, a lot of daily struggle was to do with monarchs, you know? Or leaders and stuff like that. And now, YouTube. YouTube's the ones doing that. YouTube's the ones who are trying to bend their population, honestly, to their will. I don't know. At the end of the day, I just hope that all the people who are really paranoid and who are like, I can't let them get any of my details and stuff. I hope that they're doing okay, because for me, I couldn't give much less of a shit. But I know a lot of people get really scared at the reality that you know, all of their data is not private in the slightest. All right, I'm doing funky shit here, so let me. Yeah, the fear. Yeah, exactly. The fear is fully understandable. I get it. I don't subscribe to it because I don't care. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, and it's happening. So, what am I to do about it? But, you know, to the people who are really nervous about that, yeah, good luck to you. Hope you're doing all right. All right, let's do that. This doesn't really need to be the most detailed thing, but I still am hyper focusing on the lines and stuff. Maybe if I just pretend that this is like this is connected by some gravity bullshit. Yeah, perfect. Got to a point where you're like, the EU got laws for data privacy protection. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the most annoying thing, and it's not like a scary thing to me, but it's annoying as hell, is the usage of IDs in age verification now. Stupid. Idiotic. Absolutely idiotic. What are you doing? You're just waiting to have some kind of breach in security to port everywhere. It's becoming prolific. Up here, like I've got in order to make links clickable on my second channel, I have to submit an ID or like a picture of my face or some shit like that. Like it's such a stupid way of doing things. I barely trust my bank with that kind of information, and I'm supposed to give it away to corporations? What kind of an idiot do you think I am? I'm an idiot, but not that much of one. Anyhow. You say, wait, okay. Complete shift to topic. Because of the music that is on currently. You play League of Legends, eh? There's the two games that I know of that have... Actually, there's a few. There's League of Legends, there's World of Warcraft, and there's Clash Royale. Those are the three games that I know. If you play it, you probably play it a lot. You ever tried Deadlock? Have you tried the game at all? Because never heard, really. Well, it's made by Valve, same people who made Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike, Half-Life, Dota, all them things. But it's probably, I mean, I can't say that I was into it because I wasn't, but it was definitely a lot more appealing to me than like League of Legends was, just because it was a shooter. I guess that just depends on if you like shooters, though, eh? Because I can see how in League of Legends it's a lot more of the strategy per se. Yeah, there's a lot of strategy in regular MOBAs that is taken over by skill in something like a shooter. I don't know if that makes sense at all. But it's like when you're playing a puzzle game and it's just a puzzle game, or when you're playing a strategy game and it's just a strategy game, say you're using Hearts of Iron 4. That's a strategy game. Most of the skill comes from brain, comes from your noggin. You need to look at the screen and go, okay, I'm going to react with this. But once you're introducing like gunplay and stuff like that, then you start having issues, or not really issues, but you start introducing like reaction time as a skill that you need, and other skills associated with shooters, which to me, I enjoy. I very much enjoy shooters. However, I get how it could definitely be a turnoff for people who don't really do shooters. One thing, like I'm probably not going to be playing it. Like, I'm not going to be getting into Deadlock. However, if there is anything I can get behind, it is Valve's ability to make likable characters. Because I've been watching clips. I've been watching clips on the YouTube, and all of the characters are like really cool. All of them are actual characters who seem actually interesting, and you know, it's enjoyable to look at, as opposed to something. Well, I mean, Overwatch has backstory to their characters, but a lot of their characters are, yay, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna good guy, good guy, good guy, good guy, good guy, and then the other guys are bad guy, bad guy, bad guy, bad guy, you know. So it's nice seeing developed characters in a video game. Portal 2. I mean, every character in Portal 2, including the one that doesn't speak a word, is likable. I love that game. Also a Valve game. I forgot about that. I forgot about Portal 2 being a Valve game. Valve is so good. You know what else is a Valve game? Steam. You know, the thing that every other game is on. That you know what? This was the perfect topic pivot for me. Exactly, yeah. This was the perfect topic pivot because I went from talking about a giant corporation company with a monopoly that I hate, and started talking about a giant corporation with a monopoly that I actually love. Steam and Valve is so good that they have a monopoly. Like, YouTube has a monopoly because it's owned by fucking Google. And even then, like, there are alternatives, although not very well used. Valve and Steam, they're a monopoly because nobody else can make it. Nobody else can make the shit like they do. I've been watching a lot of news lately, so it's kind of hard to get away from the sheer amount of conversation about like, oh, company bad, this thing bad, people doing bad thing. Closest one is Epic Games. Yeah, Epic Games did pretty well for a time before they didn't. Like they started off strong and they really pushed for it, and then they just kind of fucked up. All right. Still give you free games, so you take it. I mean, yeah, there you go. But yeah, no. Okay. I feel like I should probably angle this a little bit more so that it doesn't dip into the water. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me double check the what. Okay, that like it connects to a different thing. I actually like that better. For a second, I was gonna have it actually go into the water. Of course, Artstream is on a day I have planned. I've never changed the day of Artstream. Actually, that's false. That's completely false. That's just straight up a lie. Artstreams used to be on Tuesdays. I completely forgot about that. Also, what's up, 247? How's it going? It's a Monday, isn't it? It is. You are correct about that. My time framing, brain braming is really just not doing well. You know? Especially, it's 5 o'clock, all right? It is 5 o'clock, 5:30. This is the one time I am willing to show you, like, the outside of my house. It's so dark already. It's so dark. Can't even get a fucking inkling of light out here past 4. Welcome to winter. I've been here. Oh, man. But, yeah, no. It's like, as we get later and later and things happen, days just kind of go by. And, I forget which days I stream on. Honestly, on Friday, so Friday I had a day off from school. So I didn't have to do anything. And by the end of it, I was in bed. Just imagine me, like, sitting in bed, watching my YouTube, just being like, yeah. And I fucking sit up because for a second, I realize, or I think I realize, that I missed stream that day. I was like, it was a Friday, so I didn't. But I was just sitting there being like, what? Freaking out for a second. And then I finally looked at the time and I looked at the day and I was like, oh, right. So yeah, no, I'm getting confused. I'm getting fucking confused, man. I don't know. That's probably like a common occurrence though. You guys get that shit? Where, you know, daylight saving hits and suddenly you're unable to keep track of time. Wait, daylight savings is like an American thing though, ain't it? Yeah, exactly. You hate daylight savings? Same. Honestly, I'm gonna be living through the darkness anyways. Does it really do that much? But yeah, no. It's just so fucking confusing. It's nice to get a nice positive song in here. Now, something is wrong here. Very, very wrong. The morning is so dark. Yeah. Oh my god. waking up and having the sky be gray, like no color in it at all. I wake up, I look out the window, just this dull gray, nothing happening. That's the quickest way to be grumpy. That's the best way. Like, the sky is gray and I hate everything that day. I hate it so much. I want to wake up and see the sunshine and rainbows, but I live in fucking Canada. Man. All right, so I believe in order to fix this little issue I've got made here, I bring this out like so, maybe even a little further, like so, yeah. Because light wakes you up. Honestly, waking up to light sounds nice. Okay. Another slight topic change. Whenever, like, I have a thing, I can kind of just wake up. Like, I don't have... I talk with Biz. Apparently, he puts on as many alarms as he can, still doesn't wake up. He'll sleep through all of them. But for me, if I acknowledge, if I'm like, okay, tomorrow I gotta wake up early so I can feed the dog because nobody else is gonna do it, and then I gotta go to school and whatnot, I will just wake up at 7 o'clock. Yeah, no. So the only times when it's like I'm getting woken up by light is when it's my day off. And when it's a day off, I want to be woken up by light. I want to wake up and I want to hear birds chirping. I want to I didn't know that button did that. Yeah. Waking up at 12 so you see sunshine. I mean, fair enough. You just sleep in a bit and you're fine. But, you know, I want to wake up to some lights in my eyes. You don't need the light to do that for you. I guess that's fair. But, you know, I don't know. I'm somebody... I like things. It's a bit of an accusatory statement. I am not saying it. I don't mean anything by that. But when I wake up and there's like birds chirping and the sun's out, and my cat's like purring in his chair, I'm like, holy shit, life is good. You know? I don't go, I'm awake now. A lot of the time I do that though. Oh man, this is good. Having people, having actual human beings in the chat while doing an art stream is very, very, very nice. Because I get to actually hold conversations with people. Oh man, the amount of... How was last art stream then? I mean, it was alright. I think 247 showed up. Yeah. Yeah, you were... Oh, wait, hold on. Whew. I clocked that you got the redeem and then immediately forgot. So let's get this extra moth in here. We'll make it the moth the moth shelf. You were at the Blueprint stream. Ah, okay. So it was some other mysterious person who showed up during the art stream last week. I do gotta say, I am still, like, despite how much I rant about YouTube not showing my videos to people and, like, how often I bring up that people don't, like, or I'm not a big streamer and there's no real incentive to watch me or subscribe or anything like that, I still feel incredibly... I hesitate to use the word blessed, but, you know, it feels good having just random people show up in the stream to the point where I can't remember the names. Hashtag blessed. Guys, I just feel so hashtag blessed, and I would feel so much more hashtag blessed if you could leave a like and a comment on this YouTube video. Tell me your mother's maiden name. Do it! Do it! You're making a moth pandemic on the shelf? Yeah. You got big moth, you got little moth, and you got sleepy moth. But, what was I saying? I was saying some bullshit. Oh, yeah. Just being able to stream for an audience at all is, for me, it's all I could really ask for. Hey, guys, Ender Deej here. Can you tell me your mother's nickname, her credit card number, and the funny numbers on the back so I can tell you your future? Yay! 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 Okay. Next bit. But, you know, being able to do stupid shit like that for you guys, it's nice. I get why people like, I mean, how many of you guys know Jay Schlatt? When people ask him, every time somebody asks him, how should I continue? How do I get good at YouTube? I get his answer, which is almost always quit. His answer is pretty much entirely just quit. Why? Because if you really liked YouTube to the point where you would appreciate it, where you'd enjoy it, him saying quit wouldn't deter you. Would I make the cheap point redeem so enticing? I can't. I'm sorry, all right? I just wanted there to be a lot of doohickeys for people to play with. Is that so bad? Is that so bad of me? But, you know, if you go into a job that requires art, like if you went in and tried to work as an artist or an animator and your heart wasn't in it and you didn't actually enjoy, like, you didn't enjoy making art, you just knew, you just, you know, Oh yeah, totally. That's definitely how that works. 1 million point redeem's important? Well, trust me, that redeem is not going away for a long, long time. Until somebody gets it, it ain't coming down. So you can continue working on it. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, when you have to ask somebody, how do you do it? You know? How do you stay motivated to do something like this? I think I would probably give a similar answer to Schlatt. I'd probably, you know, if you're questioning it, if you don't feel a drive to do it against any other, like, desire, or if your desire to make stuff is outweighed by the effort put into it, then you're probably not going to enjoy the job. You slipped 2 times today and your knee hurts badly. Fucking 7-gun salute. You just got shot 7 times. That's why you regularly quit art. It's only you can pick it. I mean, hey, that's a way to do it. That's how a lot of people do it. That's, I mean, if you ever watch a YouTuber who constantly takes massive long breaks, that's probably what that's all about. You get burnt out, and then you go, I'm itching to make more. And then you go make more. Now I'm not as deep into, say, photography or actual, like, fine artistry or any of that stuff as I am YouTube, as you might imagine. So like I don't know if there are examples of that in those areas, but I'd bet there are, honestly. I'd hazard a guess that people in pretty much every artist-driven industry burns out. Best viewers on streamboot.org. Remove this space. Oh no, he died. Oh no, he died. I gotta stop doing that. It's probably destroying people's ears. I like the implication, like just as a joke in the chat, that every single time I shoot or I press the button that shoots the gun, it is aimed specifically at 247. It is aimed explicitly at one person. I don't know. It's very funny to me, the thought. What is this? I don't know what this line's for. Is this a... There's no point in this existing. Yeah. I don't know. You're the one saying ow. Hey, Tommy, you want to be shot? I didn't actually mean to hit the button that time. But, yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on. Man, I could really go for some food right now, huh? I don't live on my own quite yet, but I have started making efforts to you know, portion out my money like I do. So in the past you've probably seen me just like out of nowhere, as a spur of the moment decision, order food. Not the best for the wallet, gotta say. Not good for your wallet and for money and other things like that. So instead, I bought a bunch of ramen, and I'm eating the ramen instead. Which I don't know if that's worse or better, but at least it's a little bit lighter on my wallet. Okay, back wall. Okay, let's group this stuff a bit here. Yeah. Okay. Background. There we are. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Now this thing. I don't know how I like it. Maybe I make it bigger? Like, just do... He did some 3D prints of a few Rainworld things. Like what? What kind of creations have you made? I should probably use my 3D printer more. It's such a hassle to get working, but it's always a joy to actually let the thing run and just see what kind of bullshit I can make with it. Maybe if I do something like this instead. Like a steeper angle, maybe. Yeah, because that takes up more of the space up at the top. Fucking fruit flies. Envy, rivulet, pebbles, moon, and a few above the clouds with the superstructures. Huh. Sleepy rivulet with the work 3D printer. Yeah, 3D printers are so cool as a concept because it's exactly what we should strive for. Having the individual freedom to make things just whenever the fuck you want. It's so cool as a concept. Like, think about that. Think about the fact that with a 3D printer at your disposal, you can just make a thing out of plastic. It's great. AR? What do you mean, like rifle? Like a gun? Or what is R? Moon look buff. Well, Moon is a very rounded character. Look at them legs, look at them arms. So I had to try to emulate that in the slightest. No gun. Well, that's that's good. It's good that you weren't thinking about 3D printing a weapon. Gun! Bang, bang! Augmented reality. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. That, honestly, I've got a VR headset. It's made by Facebook, so it's awful. It's garbage. It's rancid dog shit. However, it's still very cool to play the games that I can play on it. I do VR chat with friends sometimes, since a lot of my friends are off in, everywhere. And being able to hang out with, like, in VR with people who are fucking in Norway. I'm in Canada. They're off across the fucking the ocean. It's great. It's amazing the times that we live in. Sadly, the device that I use is owned by Facebook, the fucking garbage company. Oh man, I will never stop ragging on Facebook for being the most dog shit, piece of shit, garbage shit, shitty shit. I hate it. I don't know. I feel like there's something wrong with this. There's something about this that is incorrect. I don't know. Oh man. What is it though? I wonder, could I... Let's try this. You were a stream VC. Oh, okay. In a small channel, like your name suggests, you were almost entirely silent. Well, I mean, when I was talking about that, I'm talking about, like, friends and stuff. Like friends who you know. Because when I go into a public thing with randos, I'm not nearly as as down to just kind of chat with them. I am a lot more reserved when I am not spewing my bullshit into a camera. But even then, honestly, as long as they're not horrifically racist or children, then they're probably not on VR chat, if I'm being honest. Like, it's kind of those two. But when they're not, then it's nice interacting with people. Racist. I wish I could do some kind of like, aha, but no, racist. People are awful. Some people are awful. And the same reason why I love, like, the online sphere and everything to do with it I hate it as well. I hate the online sphere because of, or I mean, okay, I'm losing the plot of what I'm trying to say here. I love being online because I am not a intimidating person online. In real life, I'm a very large, fat man, very tall, large, no hair, beard. So, you know, people get an initial impression of who I am based off of how I look. Online, that's not the case. All you see is a bald, bearded man, not the giant, large, tall. Tall! But it also means that I can't bully the shit out of racists online because they don't see that I'm big and tall and strong and masculine and awesome and oh yeah, I'm awesome. No. Okay, I fucked this up just kind of while passively doing it. Let me reconsider. Let me try to do this a little bit better. What am I missing here? Because I think what I could do is I could do that. I don't... I don't know. Yeah, okay, this seems fine. Yeah. To give you a picture of how big I am, and I don't want to constantly be bragging about how tall I am, because it's one of those topics that comes up over and over again. But I am 6'3", and I weigh like 230 pounds. So, you know, I'm a bit of a big guy. And it tends to come with a lot of assumptions about my character. Tower over you? Yeah, I tower over most people. The thing is, like, most people, this is literally how I determine if I can call you short. If I stand up, holy shit. Okay, hold on. Okay, if I stand up and you're below my shoulder, then you are short. That's the rule. And it makes a lot of people mad. I like being goofy. I like being silly, especially in person, because being silly and goofy in person is fun. It's less fun when people look at you and assume that you'll enjoy their racist quips, you know? Like, when you walk into a room or sit down next to a group and they're like, I know it's gonna get this guy to laugh. I'm gonna say something horrifically bigoted. Like, that... like, that doesn't feel good. Often, it gives me an opportunity to immediately make fun of them. But, you know. You don't always want to be assumed as a bigot. Doesn't necessarily feel good. Alright. I'd say this is probably good enough right now. Yeah. You throw chairs at bigots? Fair, valid. Do. Yeah, no. That's one thing. Being big and tall. Okay, this is... Yeah. This is this song. We're gonna skip through that. Something nice and calm. Yeah, no. I love to ridicule people who are bigoted and make fun of them, especially since I live in Canada. So there's less possibility of gun crimes being used against me. Not zero. Still got guns up here. However, it's less likely that some insane fucker is going to start shooting at me for disagreeing with them. Ah! I've been shot! Ah! Anyways. Yo, what's up, Hawo? I see you there. Here comes the insane fucker. You're not American. I know that much. You're from nondescript part of Europe. What am I doing again? Oh yeah. I'm doing this. Okay, so let's color that in. This layer is also going to need to go below that. Really like this thumbnail, by the way. Thank you. YouTube didn't, which is why I'm, oh shit. Which is why I'm redoing, or not redoing, but adding more to it. Because I'm going to repost it to YouTube and hopefully draw in a little bit more attention. But, you know. Honestly, this, look. From the start of my Rain World playthrough, like the Rain World playthrough, like it being on YouTube, I wanted to have all of them except for the last one be the Slug Cat getting absolutely beat on. Like absolutely demolished. And so that's what we did. And then now it's this. Okay. Now that I actually did this and I can see what's happening, this is all wrong. Something I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I can't seem to get this to work. I just can't seem to get this to actually like to work. Come on. It doesn't look good. I don't get it. Unfortunately, we used the land we stole for our shooting ranges. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta love America. And that, for once, is in reference to both Canada and the US. Because Canada is also responsible for some horrible shit. Yippee! Yay! Yippee! But hey. You accidentally swallowed stomach acid that came up your throat. I know that feeling because I have chronic acid reflux. I constantly have stomach acid going up my throat. It's no fun. So, I don't know, just don't die, I guess. Is it like, how would I, what am I, what am I doing? What me do? Me be do thing? I've got a lot of stomach issues. I got acid reflux. I've got like a lot of, like I've got, what's the word? Lactose intolerance, but also just something that makes me gassy even if I haven't had any milk. So it's why you constantly hear me going like into the fucking microphone. How does one not die? High pain tolerance. But sometimes it's legitimately unbearable. Like if on an average day the acid reflux is like it's annoying. On a bad day, single antacid will last maybe 30 minutes before it is completely useless. So, you know. Sometimes I die. Okay, flatten that out. And do something like this. That. That should work. I'm still listening to the same music as I was. I don't know. I hope that the constant replaying of the tracks isn't annoying to you guys. I guess you guys aren't the ones who are constantly hearing the music playing over and over again. Because a lot of the time, you dare to miss my art streams. But I feel like some people probably get annoyed at hearing the exact same music played over and over and over again. I've been trying to make larger playlists, or not larger playlists, but just like more of a variety. You're not here for the music. Yeah. But you can't like turn off the music in the stream. How? That just means you have multiple music on. That's impressive. I would never survive. As a fucker with ADHD, I would never survive. I'm assuming the music's volume is good. More music per music. More notes per second. If you combine two songs together, you get to add up their BPM. Also, am I clear yet? Yes, okay. It looks like I am. All right. You've had multiple videos and music on at the same time. Wow. That is something that I can never do. I wish that I could multitask and have like a bunch of sounds and music happening at the same time. When I'm doing something, I can have like regular music with no lyrics at like really low volume. Currently the music isn't even that loud. Otherwise I cannot concentrate at all. It is just the folly of ADHD. Wait, no, hold on. This would do like that. Because it's rounded. Complete topic change now. Elden Ring. It popped into my head. And now I'm thinking, should I stream more of it at some point? I really liked streaming it when I did, but I kind of got swamped up with other games. So doing more Elden Ring kind of got pushed off as an afterthought. But I don't know if people actually like enjoyed watching the streams. I don't know if anybody even watched the streams, if I'm being honest. But yeah, no, I'm wondering if I should pick that game up again. How old is the ring? It's Elden. I am Elden years old. That's this many. Elden. Stupid. Alright, let's do some like this. Like so. Just gotta make this look all like techy and shit, you know? Gotta make it look all futuristic and rain-worldy. Except also derelict. Which is a vibe I really like. If any of you have been following the development and recent release of Arc Raiders, that game, very, this is what you'll do for a living after uni. I'm not actually going to uni. I'm currently in college for a basic engineering degree. So not like a proper engineering degree, but a one that would get me a job. And I'm hoping if while I work on that, if my YouTube or stream blows up, I'm gonna be happy. Otherwise, I'll work on engineering, you know? But yeah, no. Effectively this. Listening to the Grinch's Ultimatum while drawing Moon. You have shoes with blank white spaces and you don't know how to decorate them. Oh, okay. People just keep calling unis colleges. Pilot Red Sun based, but also no, I do like university and college are two. In fact, I live in Quebec, so we don't even have colleges. Or they're technically colleges, but we call them CEGEPs. It's a different thing. They're actually better than colleges because you can pick and choose your classes easier, and it actually allows for you to, you know, it allows for you to pick out what you want easier than you would college, where you would spend money. Ah, college. Yep. We're talking about school. The fun, wacky world of schooling. Yeah. But, that's one thing that I worry about, just as like I don't know, people probably don't give a shit. I'm pretty sure the only people who do give a shit are the pretentious ones. But, for example, when I'm out of my college class, I am technically not... You weren't there for a second. How do we get Enderlore? You missed out on a lot of conversation. We're talking about college right now. Right now, when I get out of college or CEGEP, as I just said, I am called a technician, not an engineer. Except I see a lot of people going straight to calling themselves engineers, and it's easier to call yourself an engineer, and it's like, it's that kind of thing where an engineer is part of like the engineering guild, and you got out of university, you spent thousands of dollars, and now you buy into a guild, and now you get a special stamp that you can stamp shit with because you're an engineer. I'm none of that. But I don't want to go around calling myself a technician or a technologist. So it's a little bit of a dilemma that I've got going on, where I don't know. I don't know. Do I choose to be lazy? Do I choose to be truthful? You know. There's a lot of things like that I worry about, that are completely useless things to worry about. I worry about calling songs without lyrics. I have to second guess myself and be like, is that a song? If you don't sing it, is it a song? Like, why am I second guessing myself on that stuff? What's the point? Either way, I don't know. You wrote down an entire language a band made up. Nice. Need to sing the song until the song name drops. Okay, but what, like, is this a song? Does this count as a song, or is this a track? Is a song specifically something that can be sung? Or is a song just another way of saying music? I don't know. And I don't want people to correct me, so I'm subconsciously thinking like, oh God, what if I get it wrong? I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, of course it doesn't really matter. It never really fucking mattered. But I still worry about it. Because I'm just that kind of guy. Alright. I think this is pretty good. Gonna quickly save this. What time? Ooh, how do I keep doing this? Every time we go way over the time limit. We're currently an hour 22 minutes in. So we are going to quickly take a break, and we'll be back in a few minutes. And we'll see you guys then. Let's get back into it. I like that now. It's kind of just a race to see who can say ow first. Also, I grabbed a bunch of food. I got this big old plate of chicken and potatoes and carrots and all that stuff. You got a Freddy, you got Freddy, you got You got Freddy Fazbear movie 2 ad. Huh. That's cool. God, I'm stupid. Holy shit. I didn't realize they were making a second one, though. All right. Back to it. So, I have no memory of what I was saying before this. So we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. Got to do a little bit of melodramatic singing. I don't even know if that's the correct use of melodramatic. Okay, is anybody else a massive nerd about words? Anybody else, and it doesn't need to be like English words, but anybody else like feel the urge whenever you hear a weird new word to look it up and learn what it means? Because I do. If I hear a word and I don't know what it means and I want to use it, I gotta look it up and go, okay, I understand. And then I put it into my lexicon. That isn't normal? Well, I'd imagine it's perfectly normal. However, I also know a lot of people who, they kind of just hear words and then they start using them immediately without knowing what they mean. You got a YouTube notification that said the biggest spider web. The biggest spider web. That's it? It's just a YouTube notification that just said the biggest spider web? Mr. Sandman, man me a sand. Make it a manliest man, the Sandman. Sandman, the man, handfish, car door, hook man, hand man. Man, there are so different. I need to reset my brain. Hold on. There are so many different variations of that like meme at this point. I remember the one that I heard when I was younger was man me a sand, make it the manliest car door hook hand. Or some shit like that. Some just inane bullshit, really. But they are you know, still sticks in my mind. The man car door hook hand. Did any of you guys growing up, or well, I assume that at least some of you are older than me, did any of you guys also watch that one video of the dude saying pregnant wrong over and over again? Because as a kid, when I was younger and I watched that shit, that was that was the funniest thing I saw ever. Yeah, pregnant. I loved that shit. It was so funny to me as a kid. Honestly, I'd probably laugh watching it back. But it now holds such a sense of nostalgia to me. Because, I mean, it's I don't even know how old. How old is that video? Hold on just a second. Pregnant. 9 years old. Pregnant and then fucking Hoog Locust. I forgot that I had that as an emote. Yes. Pregnant. For the longest time, I tried to figure out how to explain my own humor. You ever try that? You ever try to take an introspective look at yourself and be like, okay, how would I describe the things that make me laugh? And I couldn't come up with something to describe my own humor, because my humor is just so stupid. It's so dumb. However, recently, I think what I've realized is my humor, for the most part, is just taking in things that I see around me and repeating it, and that's it. You wish you knew, because it's so random sometimes. True. Okay. When it comes to stand-up is its like own humor, though. It's its own like category of humor. Not saying that every stand-up comedian is the same, but like improv and stand-up are two different things, right? Either way, what I often find I joke about the most is improv. Yeah, shoot from the hip is a really good one. Yeah, there you go. I hadn't, when you said stand-up comedy group, I immediately went, it's probably shoot from the hip. What am I saying? We exist in a world that is innately funny to me. When I walk around in my day-to-day, I'll see something that, like, you know, it's just bullshit. It doesn't make it. There's no reason why it's funny. But to me, I look at it and I go, this is funny. Like, really, I don't get it. I don't get the extent to which my humor works. All I know is that I will look at a cat sitting, like, next to a car, rolling around on its back, and I'll be like, like fucking Patrick Star from SpongeBob. I've been chewing on these not almonds. I keep calling them almonds. They're peanuts. And my God, they're good. What is this? Oh, okay. I'm not usually a fan of nuts. Like, ooh. Hold on, I gotta read this, otherwise I'm gonna forget to. Be fair, do I remember that one SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob and Patrick laughing like, what's... Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, exactly. It's that kind of stupid. It's that kind of stupid. More people should just be silly. Exactly. Like, it's just funny to me when somebody does something without realizing it. Just point it out. Point out how stupid that thing they just did was. And not in like a mean way, but just in like a, that was silly. That was goofy. What you just did. And it's literally just like mannerisms. I don't know. But, what was I saying? Oh, man. I'm saying a lot of bullshit. Oh, yes. Almonds. I want to talk about almonds now. We're going to talk about almonds today. Okay, here's actually a good question before we talk about almonds. And by almonds, I mean peanuts. I keep on getting them mixed up. With or without the white outline? Anybody have any input? Because I don't really know. What? Not a big nut eater. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say that before. When I eat nuts, when I consume nuts, and a lot of them, more specifically, when I consume a lot of nuts, my stomach hurts a lot. I don't know why. So I don't tend to eat like nuts. My favorites are like cashews and almonds. Otherwise, I don't touch them. Macadamia nuts, don't touch them. Peanuts, don't touch them. Don't do any of that stuff. In fact, peanuts are like my least favorite nuts. It might be a mild allergy. I wouldn't know. However, I don't know what is up, what they put in this. I suspect, like, there's salt on these. I suspect it's actually crack, because these are the most addictive peanuts I have ever tasted. I don't get it. I normally bite into a peanut and it's like, oh yes, that savory taste of like mediocrity. And I bite into one of these, it's crunchy, it's rich. I don't get it. What do they do to these peanuts? Yeah, exactly. They're wearing these designer coats, you see. They're all brown because they've still got the outside on them. Well, I guess peanuts are supposed to be brown. Gucci coats. Either way, they're fucking delicious. I can't stop eating them. Now, back to the other question. Do we prefer this arm with or without the white outline? Because without the white outline, then the white outline is specifically around these guys. It kind of draws the eye specifically to them. This is more of like a background element. However, if we do this, then it becomes part of this. Oh, yeah, no. I was talking about the drawing. While you guys are answering me, which you must, I will eat food real quick. The arm a thinner outline. That's an idea. You ever just eat an onion? Like a cooked onion? I love this stuff. I don't know. As a kid, I never understood that. Ew, I don't like asparagus. I don't like Brussels sprouts. I'll eat an onion. Shit's delicious. Asparagus is good. Asparagus is delicious. Brussels sprouts are delicious. Onions are delicious. Garlic puree is delicious. Eat a raw one on stream sometime. I've got another challenge for you guys. Hold on a second. Yeah, leeks. Or not leeks. Maybe leeks. Or green garlic? You mean a green onion? Green garlic. Oh, okay, yeah. It looks and tastes similar to a leek or a scallion. So I was correct with the leek. Yeah. You remember a time where the streamer guy, while cooking chili, takes a bite of his onion like an apple for $2? I mean, if you gave me $2, I wouldn't eat an onion right now because I don't have an onion and I'd have to go and grab an onion. All right, there we are. But yeah, no, green garlic. I'm sorry, I'm going to continue to snack on these peanuts. I will forever have my mouth full because I love these peanuts too much. Okay. What are we thinking about the white outlines here? I could make these lines a little bit thicker. That actually kind of makes it better. I like that. What do we think of that? There is also, if I dupe that. Yeah, I think I put it there. Not quite. Like that. There we go. So I could do this as well. Oh. Well, that one can be fine. Whatever. All right. Does that look better? Worse? What are we thinking? You guys got to be my my testers, you know? You got to make sure that this this thumbnail is going to draw in all the viewers for my super awesome Rain World video, you know? Looks good. You like? Oh, okay. All right. What the fuck is this? The fuck is your deal? Okay. Let's fix this up. And then we will call it there for the thumbnail remaking. Did Biz get me any view bots yet? I don't think he did. Actually, how many views does the video have? Let me quickly. Let me quickly check. Oh, hey, maybe he has. I now have 32 views on the video. It's better than before. Actually, that's an upward trend. Did he? Interesting. I'll have to send Biz a $5 sometime. Oh, not what I wanted. Okay. We do that. And we do this. Let's bring that across there. Maybe that white line isn't too bad. Like on the on the underside. Snazzy. Good music. There we go. Heh, okay. Let's do this, but better. Okay, you know what? That kind of looks better. I kind of like that better. I think this is a good spot to leave it for now. I am enjoying where it is sitting now. All right, save that as a PNG image. What is up, Tommy? Moon's red circle is kind of squished. I suppose, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Good calls. Thank you. I totally would have glossed over that stuff. I mean, for Moon's circle, It honestly, it isn't much of a circle in the original image. It's more of like an oval. However, it is definitely a little too squished here. So let's try this. Actually, hold on. Let me just do this. And then also I have to do the wires, yeah. How do I do this? Not like that. Metal snake? What is Metal Snake? Is that like Metal Gear Solid's version of Metal Mario? Wait, Oh! Oh! Yeah, no, this is remaining the same size, whether or not I stretch it or what. So I'm gonna have to do something a little bit different and grab that. Just kind of slide it down. We'll do it like there. And there we go. You have Metal Gear Brain Rot. Ah, I'm sorry. Your name is still Silent Hill Fan. Check my walls. Give me a second. I will check my walls later. All right, let's see. In that image, it's a circle. But what is that from? Is that from a passage or something? Because that does kind of look like fan art, given the chubby cheek, the CalArts look, as they call it. Scholar passage. Huh. Yeah, no, it's a little bit different. I guess, how many artists worked on Rainworld? Were there a lot of artists working on Rainworld, or is there only like one dude who did most of the art? Thick as fucking all the in-game art. I am aware. There's a reason why I gave her such toned arms and hid the entirety of her butt. Because I know there are some of you who would do a little too much with that. One artist pretty sure, but other people in... Do not... Don't think that that's the worst thing that's been said. When I first started, like, streaming, I started streaming with Rainworld. The amount of people thirsting over Moon and Five Pebbles at any given moment was insane. Like, crazy amounts of thirsting. You unfortunately like Pebbles. At this point, you're not weird. That's 90% of my fucking audience. You all like Pebbles. Anyways. Okay, do let me know if that is too loud. If that is too loud, let me know, because I don't want to be destroying people's ears. On my end, it's not too loud, but I don't know if it's any louder. You broke the streamer. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. You Rain World fans and your love for the robots. I mean, they're cute, but I'd never bone them. Oh, okay, perfect. I am Ace though, so maybe if I was into boning at all, then I would probably be interested in the cute little robot fellas. But if I'm being honest, looking at them right now, there's not a lot. I'm not looking at them thinking, ooh, I would sure love to be in bed with them. Wouldn't bone them either, fellow Ace motherfucker. Yeah, okay. You see, that's the difference, though. People at the start of my streaming career, people was trying to bone them. people was trying to make babies, you know? People's fucking freaks. Anyways, as for Catboy Pedal, the cyborgs. As for Catboy Pebbles, wood. Next, we have some cleaning up to do, and what else was there? Oh yeah, wires. You ain't that way, but you're still gay. Wow. Alright, how should I do this? I guess I could probably make the wires the same color as this dot. Something like that. And then we'll just do stuff like this. Wait, why is it low opacity? I wonder how I'm gonna do this. Oh, I know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, this is gonna be a whole roundabout situation. However, hopefully, I can get this to work. Here, let's do like this, and then... then we're gonna have them kind of roll out onto the concrete. Should I add more wires? Is this... honestly, I'm kind of fine with how many we have right now. It's just enough to imply more, but it's not so many that it's cluttering up the background. Alright. I'm kind of hyped, by the way, for this Minecraft Rain World thing that I've been seeing. I remember seeing clips of it. Maybe not like clips, but I remember seeing oh, actually, I guess, yeah, clips. Minecraft Rain World. Yeah, that's what this is from. It's a musical mix between Rain World's music and Minecraft's music. As a project, it seems very cool, very good. I want to try it sometime when it comes out. So, yeah. I haven't been keeping track of it, though. So, I have no idea where it's at. It could be out at this point, and I wouldn't know. All right, perfect. Now what I'm going to do, okay, perfect. We're going to remove that. There's that. Not that. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is this and this. Yeah. 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 Moon gets a little bit of hair as a treat. Yeah. Doing a little bit of singing. Okay. Fix thing. Thing be fixed. Me make the thing fixed. So we actually want to grow by -10. There we go. Fuck. Okay. That's fixable. I'm doing this in a really roundabout, weird, stupid way. Like I usually do. So, you know. Hopefully by the end of it, it'll be proper. So I merged that. Line art. Not lineary. Survivor. Moon. I'm getting lazier and lazier with my naming schemes. What was I doing? Oh, of course. We take this, we duplicate it, then we bring it all the way to the bottom above that, and then I take this, I make it white, I put the paint bucket tool, I make it grow by 13 pixels. Okay, there we go. Now the hair is included in the white outline. I like that. I actually enjoy that, the way that looks. Okay, that's better. All right. Now I will simply go through, make sure that there's no bits of gray leaking out. So like here. Get rid of that. If it's like little things, then it's fine, but if it's too visible, then I have to go and erase it. I don't know. I'm very picky about these things, despite my art style being very sketchy. What do we do for Halloween? I did nothing. Because, I don't get out of the house. I should start doing stuff for Halloween, though. Really haven't been taking up the opportunities. Oh, I guess I did, oh! You got to carve a pumpkin? Did you make the pumpkin seeds? Oh, okay, actually, hold on. I did do something for Halloween. I convinced a bunch of my brothers to play that one Minecraft Backrooms map that I played on stream a couple days before Halloween. That was fun. Didn't come to roast them yet. If they're not dried out, you're going to want to dry them out. You're actually going to want... If they're not dried out, you're going to want to roast them very soon. Because they may go bad soon. I learned that from the internet. I was like, when I was making mine, I just kind of left them in the fridge, and then my parents kept on going like, you should probably dry those out. You should probably those aren't gonna be going. Those are gonna go bad if you don't dry them out. You should dry them out. And I was like, nah, it's fine. And eventually I look it up. Yeah, they'll rot in like 3 days if you don't dry them out. Oh, okay. But just, you know, shove them in the air fryer. I'm over exaggerating. It's more like a week. Is the rot visible? I don't know. That's something you need to ask Google, because I do not have a clue. All right. We done did it. The rot like Raisin World? Yeah, like Raisin World. All right. We did the thing. Now, who wants me to draw a thing of theirs? Anybody have any suggestions? I love Raisin World. That sounds like something that you'd get in your Halloween basket as a kid. You're going door to door. Oh, man, full-size Snickers. Oh, man, that's crazy. Oh, is that Smarties? Oh, that's so good. Skittles. Oh, I love Skittles. Oh, man. I got Raisin World. I got Raisin World. No. What's the other raisin brand? It's like Orchard something. I don't know. All I know is as a kid, raisins were the bane of my existence. I hated their texture. All right. Here, let me finish eating food. I'm doing my best not to give you like a mukbang experience. I'd let Five Pebbles mukbang me any day. Wow, predicted. I started saying that, and then you put that in chat. And I feel sick to my stomach. I'm gonna die because you said that. I'm gonna fuck it. All right. Enough of that bit. It's important, eh? Fine. Do I want to, though? Okay. I'll draw him, but from memory. I will be using no reference images for this. So, we're just gonna go and see where it takes us. So he's gonna have big old eyes, like huge eyeballs. Like so. Color them in. And then big ol' cat ears. I don't even know if that counts as a cat ear. It's more like a horse ear. There we go. You don't know why you did, though? I think I might. You might have just been staring too long. The monkey's paw. And then he's got like a cute little tail, right? What do you think? What do you think of Catboy Pebbles? Hold on, let me color him in real quick. His body is pink, right? It's just his robes that are orange. Yeah, 10 pebbles leg day. Exactly. Okay. He's wearing no pants. Eyes are white? Are they? Huh. I just kind of assumed that everything had giant vacuous black eyes. Let's see. He does have white eyes. Huh. Are Moon's eyes? No, Moon's eyes are black. Okay, I am correct about that. Where are his clothes? I don't know. Ask him, not me. I don't know. What, am I supposed to be like... I'm supposed to take care of him? I'm not his caretaker. That reaction. Yeah, whenever you ask somebody about their friend or something, well, I don't take care of them. I don't know where they are. Here, let's give him some clothes. The whiskers are non-existent. Let me get there. Let me get there. His robes are like a bright orange, eh? They are. So I should actually be going for something more like that. Yeah. And then he had that fucking spotted... Alright, you know what? Let's just do it like that. Unsolicited reference material. If it's the particular images that I think you might be referring to, I would probably not make use of them. If I'm being honest. I don't exactly need to be banning my channel from Twitch with a such a memorable... Oh, yeah, it really sticks in your mind. Scars it, in fact. You can barely get it to go away. Also not NSFW, technically, but it's got ass in it. And Twitch is banned for less. And I'm not a woman, so... I can't get out of Twitch ban as easy as one might think. And that almost sounds like a sexist remark if you haven't paid any attention to Twitch's bullshittery over the past who knows how long. Okay, I'm fixing this. Oh, God. Fucking... What has Twitch been up to? Twitch has been known to be incredibly strict on its streamers, except for when those streamers are e-girls. And by that, I mean, you know, I have a feeling that the imagery probably pops into your head of what I'm referring to when I say that. If you know anything about the just talking section of Twitch, it's, yeah. Basically, Twitch will, without hesitation, ban somebody for doing a slight offense. However, if they are somebody who has big boobs, big old bazongas, it's very likely that ban will get cut down to, like, a day. I'm pretty sure the most recent example of that was a female streamer groping a dude on stream and getting banned for like a week. So, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, it's not cool in the slightest. It looks like a Pokemon. And he got him. Yeah. I mean, they make Twitch a lot of money. Look at what you guys have done. You've got me absent-mindedly drawing details onto this creature. The peak. Gotta give him the fur tufts, though. Creature. It is a fucking creature. Look at it! Look at it! Pebbles. 10 pebbles, I choose use. I choose you, not use. What? My bit. No, it's gone. Use ascend. Use. I mean, I guess 5 pebbles would be a pretty powerful Pokemon if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest. 5 pebbles pud Pokemon. That's not alliteration. That's just gibberish. All right. 5 pebbles. I choose you. Use brain detonation. What do I do with this? What is it? What do I do with this now? There's just a guy. Okay, I've got an idea. Let's go like... If anybody were to change their profile picture to this shit, I would be severely disappointed. Okay, that's not quite it. I'm choking on peanuts. Tempting, but not sure yet. Yeah. I recognize that fact, but I'm a streamer, so I can't just, like, abstain from talking now, can I? Oh my god. This is gonna be the modern version of Riot. This is gonna be rioting again. Like, like this. And we do like that. That doesn't look like a kick at all. Who's Ryan? Who's Ryan? I don't know who Ryan is. How do you... Okay, I actually gotta, like, stand up and do this motion. I'm doing that. Okay. Of course. Let's go. Oh, perfect, perfect. And then we go like this. Yep. Automod. Oh, I see. Riot, yeah. Did I say Ryan? Wow. Yeah, that whole Riot thing, it became obnoxious very quickly. How do I... God, why did I decide to draw feet? Why did I fucking just decide to draw, like, shoes and feet and all of that shit? I'm never good at drawing them. Okay, and then we're gonna go like that. Like so. Okay. Why did I decide to draw? Yeah. You have my permission. You also drew recently. You were very happy with how it turned out. So you remember, people have clothes. Well, hey. Take it step by step. And the sad reality of drawing for a lot of stuff is you're gonna draw like a guy. This is a box that's not a guy, but pretend that's a guy, and then you're gonna completely cover it up with other shit like clothes. So hey, maybe just don't draw clothes. I don't know. Okay. And fucking... I don't know why I was even trying originally. This is stupid. Those are hands. This is like a kid with a drawing of their, like, them beating up their school bully. I may be disappointed. Oh no. What have you done? Hold on, let me finish this drawing first so that you know what I'm doing here. just do this real quick. There's these big old ear things. It's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. It's so good. Not quite. Let me get that. That lovely color. Lovely teal color. And we just fill that all in. Buff Moon. There you go. And I guess she doesn't have clothes on. I guess, well, she never did, huh? Well, she did at some point, but she... you get what I'm saying. She has no clothes except for shoes, apparently. I don't know why. Well, I know why, because I'm lazy. Oh, also because I don't want to draw feet ever in my life at all. That's also another good reason why I would never draw a character without shoes. Is this what you expect when you go through the art category of Twitch? Like you go, oh man, I really want to find some cool artists who are making like really good, like really cool stuff. I want to see some creativity. And they click on this. Is this what you get for saying Moon looked buff in the drawing? I don't remember you saying that, but yes. This is fully what you deserve. Now let me look at the Discord real quick. I'm not seeing it. Are you sure you exist in the Discord? All right. Yeah, here. Let me do this. You're in the Discord? We can do away. Oh, I murdered the shit out of Pebbles. Okay. Let's do that. And we'll crop it down to this. Shh, I don't make mistakes with my words. It's a lie by the government. Peebs. There we go. Now, all may rejoice. All may rejoice at the reality of Catboy Peebs. It is now in the Discord. You can thank me later. Oh god, this little fucking creature. It's like Kirby if he decided to go a different direction. It's Kirby if he swallowed Catboy Pebbles. Sure. It's weird because I don't actually see you in the server. Or at least I don't see somebody with a different thingamajig. Oh, weird. For but a second, I clicked on your profile picture, which was Columbo. and then it spontaneously turned into into this monstrosity. I didn't know that Columbo had this kind of a secret persona. He seems like the kind of guy, though. You'd put him on your shelf? Is that like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge kind of situation? Or just like an acknowledgement that you would put like a figurine? Of course I know Columbo. Columbo is one of the only shows that I'm actually interested in watching. Of course I watch the cut down versions of them, because the original episodes are like an hour long. But it's a really good show, and the character is really good. And he would beat Light Yagami in a brain off if they went head to head. That's something that I saw not too long ago. We're just gonna have this picture up on screen while I say words. not rap battle. There was like a YouTube video or something. I think it was you fall asleep to Columbo episodes in a good way. Yeah, I mean they're good. Columbo is an excellent show. But I think it was there was like a meme made by Gianni Montegrano. If any of you know him, he does a lot of voice acting, or he did a lot of voice acting stuff. I don't know if he's still doing it on YouTube. But yeah, Gianni Montegrano, and it was basically like it was a short thing where Columbo. Yes, he is Gabriel Ultrakill. He also has several other roles. But in short, it was just a thing where it's like Columbo finding out who Light Yagami is or whatever the fuck. The only reason why I know that name is because I went into the comment section of that video, and the amount of discourse over who would win in a battle of wits, it was hilarious to me. It's so funny to me seeing people try to stand up for square up, trying to square up for their favorite anime protagonist. It's like, no, he's so strong, he's so good. It's just so funny to me. Anyhow, do we have any other suggestions for art? Because if not, then I think we might call it here. What are you guys thinking? Any thoughts? Any thoughts at all? There's only like 3 of you, so one of you has to speak. Otherwise, I'll be sitting here all day. Draw my cat? All right. Have a good one. What, I didn't listen. Perfect. I was asking what I should draw next. Here. I got you. Do I know this one furry meme of the wolf ripping his shirt? Maybe. I think I might know what you're talking about. Is it one of those memes that's like you have 2 wolves inside of you or some shit like that? Yeah. I've probably seen it at some point. Yeah, he's very small. I'm forgetting how he looks. I think, yeah, it's like this. No. Yeah, he's gray on his back, white on his stomach. Let me see if I can go grab him. Here he is. So he's got white in face and belly. Okay, he really wants that. He was very annoyed that I went and grabbed him. But that was good enough for me to be able to make a image of him. He loafs. So he looks kind of like that. And he's got all this fluff back here. And then that's not good enough. Is this a sufficient cloud? Let's see. Yeah, I've definitely seen that before. I've definitely seen that image of like the wolf. Yes, very cloud. Perfect. Do you want this version of the image as well? Yes. All right. This is also going to be entering into so stupid. All right. I think this might be the best place to end it for now. Regarding the image, this but moon. Holy shit, you're right. You're correct. I'm not going to do it. No fucking way am I going to do that. But you're right. It would be fun. It would be really funny to have Werewolf Moon to counteract Catboy Pebbles. However, I'm not the man to do the job. I apologize. Tommy, you said you were just getting into like drawing people. You don't need to draw that much clothing because all of it's getting torn off, you know? Come on. I mean, fur isn't hard. Actually, hold on. This is useful. A while ago, I saw something about fur and hair. That actually makes it really easy to draw. If you're drawing hair, let's say, you know, you got like a character's head like that. There are a couple different shapes, only a couple that you need. You need the outwards triangle, and then you need the flat with the cut in it. Those are your building blocks. And with those, you can build out a hair style. And, you know, this is not the best example of it. But if you want something to be fluffy, you do the same kind of thing. You just kind of, you know, let's say I have a ball here. If I want to make it fluffy, I'm gonna basically just make this kind of spiky thing. Can do like this. And you just add all these little horn thingamajigs. And if you're trying to make the center of something, like if you're trying to, this is the best way to, or at least that I've found, to try to make the outside, like this outside area, fluffy. If you're trying to make this portion look fluffy, you just sprinkle in the occasional, you know, thing like that, maybe double up. It's kind of hard to see at this small of a scale. Here.
You're basically just doing this. And then if you want hair here, oh. You just do it like that. Actually, this is the ideal way to make anything look like a furry. Through my keen observation, I've realized that a lot of furries, it's kind of really funny. It'll be like, oh yeah, this is my character, Hubert the guy. He's like a cat or whatever. Oh, what's his defining feature? He's got a little tuft of hair right in between his ears. Every single one. Every single one. Every single one has a little tuft of hair in between the ears. I mean, yeah, it makes it cute, but it's still very funny that that's like the one defining factor that I can see in every single fursona that I have seen. It is some variation of animal doing whatever the fuck they do with some variation of colors with that tuft of hair right in the middle of the ears. It's goofy. I dropped my peanut! Where did it go? All right. All right, so like I was saying before, I think now is probably a good spot to end it off for tonight. Thank you to you guys for joining me for today. This was a very fun art stream. Hopefully, when I upload this doohickamajiggy to the YouTube, it'll make my video explode and give me $1 million. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. I will see you Saturday, probably. Yeah. I'll see you Saturday for whatever game that entails. Maybe Hollow Knight, maybe something else. So yeah. Have a good one. Bye-bye.